This track was made entirely with sounds I found in Minecraft. This is how I made it. I'm playing on the Switch, recording everything on the OP1, then I'll bring it into Ableton and expand it into a full track. Okay, let's start a new world and find some sounds. Oh, we have a nice snowy level. Great vibe. Okay, we need to make a crafting table, so we need to get some wood. Let's just start by smacking down a tree here. Didn't like the sound of that. That was spooky. That zombie sound might be an interesting sound to get. I can't see them, but I can hear them, so we can sample them. Oh, I saw something moving over there. Oh my god. Okay, back away, back away, back away. Oh! Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Let's see what we got from that. Spooky. I think I'm gonna turn this into a snare drum. I don't think it's gonna be the only snare drum. I think it'll be an interesting texture. So I'm gonna take this sample here, and I'm gonna trim to this little hit. And then I'm gonna raise it in pitch. And then put on a splash of reverb. Just widen it out a bit. And then I'm thinking rhythm-wise, it'll go short, long. So da, da, da. And then maybe every second time it'll drop in pitch like this. So we get a little bit of extra intrigue. Let's find another sound to help beef that up. Is that a polar bear? I like the noise it made. We're gonna sample this polar bear. Well, that doesn't seem good. Are we chill? Okay. That was a nice bear. Definitely liked his breathing. Especially that second part, the exhale. And I also like the footstep. So for the breath, I'm gonna trim to the middle. Then for the footstep, I'm gonna trim off a bit of the top and just raise it in pitch. I'll play those together, so I'm gonna turn on the breath a bit. And then I got some distortion. And I'll play those together with the zombie growl. Lovely. Okay, let's find some other percussion. I'm gonna grab some of the classic sound effects here. Maybe some of the digging. Ooh, those are good sounds. Okay, that's really nice. I like how there's a little bit of a crunchy sound and then there's like a footstep afterwards. And I'm picturing a long, short pattern as well. So short, long, short, long. So we hear those footsteps a second time. Then I'll take another one of those dig sounds and send it up to the right. I'll lower it. So we differentiate it from the first one. Those will play together like this. Nice. Okay, love it. Let's make a crafting table. Boom. I'm gonna put it right here. Gorgeous. Now, next thing we need is a bed. So we need wood and sheep. But listen to that background music. Yeah, that's too good. I have to sample it. I love that like synthy theremin. I'm gonna come up with two ideas, and then when I expand the song, I'll have a verse and a chorus. For the verse, I think I'm gonna use this portion of the sample because it's a little chiller, and I'm thinking something like. Then for idea two, I really like this sample, which I'm gonna copy and reverse. So we're gonna go forward and then reverse. And then I really like these ones. Yeah, nice. So with our snare drum and percussion, it's gonna sound like this. Yeah, okay, love it. Oh no, the sun's going down. I'm gonna figure out how to not die here. I need to make a bed. I wish there was sheep near me. Oh my, oh god. Oh. We gotta find a cave. We gotta find a cave really badly. Maybe I can get one of those arrows. Oh, wow. That was a fantastic noise. Okay, now I just need to stay alive. Okay, okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh. What should we make with this? I'm gonna take one of them and just pitch it all the way up, and then add a little bit of distortion, make a little hi-hat out of it. Yeah, That's a really nice hi-hat. Okay, we have a kick drum size hole in our track, so let's go find something that we can use to really put all this into context. Oh my. Back to square one. Oh my. Is that a dog? Ah, a wolf. Okay, let's see if we can get a wolf sound in here. What do we got? Come on. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, is it already? Okay, I need to make a bed before I use that dog sound. What do I need for a bed? I have enough wood, but I still need 2 more wool. Oh no. What are these? I'm in trouble again. I'm just gonna hide while I work on the wolf sound. I'm gonna lower it, and then I'm gonna boost the low frequencies. Then I'll shape it, so it's nice and short, and then add some distortion. So I'm just pitching something real simple, 4 on the floor, and then we'll do a little cheeky hit at the end. Okay, and because I really like that wolf sound, I think it'd be fun just to have it kind of on like a offbeat, like. Yeah, that's really fun. A couple sounds I want before I head over into Ableton is a bass, and then something I can play melodically, and a lead sound. Let's go find them. Okay, this time we're actually gonna make a bed in a little house. I'm gonna keep my eyes out for any sheep out here. Oh, 1 sheep. Sorry, buddy. Oh, wow. Look at this. Big open cave. Wow. Lovely. But look at all these sheep. Sorry, buddy. Oh, there's a llama. What is even happening here? Huh? Oh no. Sorry, buddy. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna make a little house somewhere. I think I'll make it here. Yeah, this looks like a nice little spot. Right on the edge of a lake. Let's make a bed. Yes. Spruce door. We'll get a spruce door. That'd be nice. Put the bed in the corner here. Beautiful. Now we'll have our door right here. Oh yeah, now we're talking. You know what? Let's do the floor. We have to make it a nice wood floor, or else what's the point? Look at us. We're in a little house. Okay, where were we? We have a few more sounds to find. Oh, there's a cow right here. Let's see what the cow has to say. No. That was a good one. No. Nice. This is definitely gonna be the bass. I'll boost the lows, then I'll shape it so it's a little pluckier, and then I'll add some distortion. I'm gonna write most of the bass line in Ableton, but I think it's gonna be something like this. Okay, you know what's a really good sound? When you, oh, that sound there, when you pick up a coin. Let's go find another one of those so I can sample it. I think if you take out enemies, you get coins, so I guess I'll try to get into a conflict here. Okay, I'm gonna hit record here. Nice. Ooh. I'm gonna lower this, and then I'm gonna flip it in reverse, and then I'm gonna add some reverb to it. Yeah, just a little bit of extra razzle-dazzle. Okay, let's get out of this cave. This is the guy that I pushed down the hole? I'm glad to see he got out okay. Sorry, buddy. Ooh. Is that a bunch of sheep. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Okay, that might work. Maybe a little bit of reverb. Okay, so we can do something like... What a fun sheep sample. Okay, I think we have everything that we need to just start putting this together in Ableton and make a full song. So, Ableton. We're gonna cruise through this session pretty quickly. Starting with our main sample, which I just added a super heavy pulse to, so we kind of get out of the way of the kick drum. And then for the kick drum, I felt it wasn't quite cutting through the mix how I wanted it to. So I found this sample, which is me rustling through some leaves. Then I trimmed off the start and made it crazy short. So it's just a little tiny click. So the kick drum on its own sounds like this. And then with that little click, it sounds like this. Just adding a little bit of presence so the kick drum can slam through the mix better. For the snare drum, I felt it needed another layer when the track really starts to ramp up. So I grabbed this sound, which is that spooky creature teleporting, and I added it to the second half of the choruses. So the original snare drum, and then with that additional sample. Then for our wonderful sheep sound, I kept it pretty much the same as I had it on the OP1, but I added a swell into the melody, and then I also added an octave down of that melody when it repeats. For the verses, I started with this sample, and I added a couple of cheeky little chops to add some rhythmic intrigue. I then added the same drums that I had in the chorus, but just stripped back a bit. So we only have the kick drum and the hi-hat. I then wanted a melody, so I used that coin bell sound. I didn't end up using it in the way that I thought I would, which was reversed. Instead, I have it played forward, and I just chopped off the first little section of the sample here, just to make it a little mellower. So it sounds like this, opposed to this. Just a little easier on the ears. And then I added a crazy amount of RC20, just blasted it with, with that wobbly goodness. Then a couple of quick sound callouts here. I made this impact out of a crunch sound, which I just drenched in reverb. I made this marimba synth line out of the cow mooing, which is the same as the bass, but I just pitched it up. Lastly, and probably my favorite sound effect that I found, was this tiny little snippet of music that played after one of the arrow hits, which I just added a super heavy pulse to. This is doing a lot of the heavy lifting in keeping up the momentum in the verses. Like in the second verse, we have this one, which is just going nuts. Oh yeah. Such a great sound. I'm so happy that I found it. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. In the comments, let me know which video game you want to see me sample and play next. Okay, let's hear the full song.